there, people of the internet, and hello again. I am TheMBmulti and welcome back to my Minecraft adventure for the Empire, Season 1, Part 46. In the last episode, I was busy organizing. I'm gonna change the size a little bit. I was busy organizing in the last episode. I made some changes with the warehouse. I made sure that all the building materials are in one warehouse and all the food items are in another warehouse, the granary as you were. And I will show you the little bit of other. Let's do it right now because well, in this episode I'm going to finish the bathhouse. It is almost completed. I only need to change the floor because there are some parts in the floor that there's still grass, and I need to place some. I need to place the water in. And after that, the bathhouse is opened. Oh, by the way, I have my architect Mac over here, ordered to work on a design for a amphitheater, which is one of the next buildings that we're gonna make. After the bathhouse, in the next episode, I'm gonna work on the Forum of Mars, and then the what's it called? The amphitheater is going to be built. All right. So as you can see, I have placed signs everywhere with stuff what's inside. So new Romans can learn some Latin right now. Right, so this is semina, which are the seeds. Triticum, which is the wheat. Lapis tegula, which is building blocks, stone bricks. Lapis is stone, and tegula is bricks. Lapis is just normal stone, so here is just stone. Ferrum, iron. Coricum, leather. Oh, leather, hides, leather, fur, whatever. Calcus plus adamas. Coal and this stuff. Diamonds. Atrament. What the hell? Atramentum saki, which are the ink sacs. Uvarum, which are the grapes. Those two are empty. Tegelas sumicerans, which are the roof tiles. Lignum, which are the shovels. Album and plastrum, which is the white stained plaster. Rubrum and plastrum, which is the red plaster. Lignum plus miscellus, that is wood with miscellaneous. That's just this random stuff, which is called miscellaneous. Marmora, which is obviously marble. And then finally Betula, which is birch wood. So that's all the building materials, labels right there. And then also we've got the granary over here, which also has been labeled, the food items in there. I really should have placed a sign up there. Pisces, which is obviously fish, just raw fish. Yeah, I really didn't know. It was kind of weird because this is pufferfish. Cuspidibus prefixi pisces. Pufferfish, basically. Iris pisces, which is the clownfish. Oh, it is actually not clownfish because the Romans didn't know about the clownfish because obviously it lived in coral reefs, which are not anywhere near Europe. So I called it rainbow fish. So that's Iris is rainbow in Latin. So that's just so you know. Because, as I said, clownfish, the Romans didn't know about them. Salmonum, which is salmon, of course. Vitulus, which is the beef, or steak, whatever. And carota, which is carrots. So that's all the stuff here in the granary. I'm actually going to go to my house because I guess that all the steaks are done. That I was cooking. I was wondering why you weren't doing anything, but I thought it was actually your job, but it's not your job. Oh, that guy is stuck on the forum again. Hang on. It's always that guy. He always gets stuck behind that statue over on the forum. It's really annoying. Because I bet that's where he is right now. Yep, there he is. Stuck on the statue of Scipio Africanus. Alright, let's go back and follow this guy because he's going the same way. Oh, well, no, we need to go this way because he can't... He was also a little bit confused there. We can't go down the mine. Or we can go down the mine, but then we don't get to where we need to go. Yeah, you've got some work to do, pal. Oh, what the hell was that? That was weird. Oh yes, I wanted to go inside. That's what I wanted to do. I almost forgot what I wanted to do here. I wanted to grab my stuff. Well, it's not my stuff, it's just the food here. Crafting supplies, there we go. Shall we start cooking the... Shall we start cooking the fish? I think we should start cooking the fish. Since I've done all the steak, I've done all the steak right now. So I really could do with cooking the fish because I need to do so eventually. Oh wow, never mind. So we're gonna do this because he has already bred all the. He's already used all the wheat and bred with all the cows. All right. Oh no, this is the granary. I'll just grab this so that he can continue breeding. And let's put it all over here. Vitalis, all in there, and then you come out. Oh, the hide. I do need to place the hide in there. Here we go. Alright, well, let's continue cooking with the other steak. Oh, I missed the farm a little bit because now I need to go back. What the hell? I am losing my way in my own city. Oh no, never mind, I know where to go now. Here is where I need to go. Anyway. Alright, yes, my own house, I need to cook that stuff. Wow, they are really busy with this stuff. I already collected that. Collect from this one. Oh, whoops. They're off. Whoa, okay. I really feel like I could just empty these things yesterday, and then it's already so full. Oh wow, I have really forgotten about this one. It looks like this one's almost full. Okay. Some more organizing I need to do. Really should start selling some of the seeds, or start a chicken farm. That would be easier. Yeah, let's designate a chicken farm somewhere. While I throw all the stuff in. Alright, sweet. Oh wow, the wheat chest is almost full. So is the seed chest, by the way. There we go, and then... is there any... Oh yes, we need to... Let's just first actually grab all the stuff from that farm. But yeah, I should really just build a big chicken farm somewhere. So that's what I'm gonna do. There were some fences in the... Oh, is the food up over there? Because it looks like they are out of food. No? What are you guys doing? That's weird. They just refused to go to this one. They wanted to go to... Okay, well, whatever. And they're all off now. They just chopped all that... they just threw all that stuff in their mouth and then they're like, oh, we're off now. Alright. Alright, so yeah, there's still a lot of things to do before March. Because in March, the military season is going to start again. And we're going to go to war against the other barbarian village. And that's going to be the end of this season. So the end of the season is somewhere in March. But yeah, there's still a lot of stuff to do because obviously the village is definitely not done yet. It needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of stuff. that needs to be done. I need some extra farms, but that's just because so that I can get through the resources, so they can use the resources actually. Carrots. I thought I thought I needed to place the steak, but I still have to cook the steak. All right, so I need a lot more there are a lot more resources and things. Okay, decent amount of stuff. Yeah, still a lot of things need to be done before I want to get done. I mean, before. Still a lot of things that need to be done before that I want to get done before March, before I go on the military campaign against the Frisia. And those things are that I have to build some extra farms. Oh, I forgot to change your shields. Okay, I really should do that next time. I need some extra farms, some more wheat farms, and at least one big chicken farm, and maybe also a pig farm. Oh, so yeah, maybe so definitely a chicken farm, and maybe some pig farms as well. 8 for that one, and then I'm just gonna put 8 in this one too. There we go. You can hear Charles, so he's probably upstairs. Oh, whoa. So yeah, I want some extra farms, as I said. Wheat farms, some extra wheat farms, chicken farm. Oh, I just remembered another wheat farm that's I can harvest. It's this one. Not so much. Oh wow, it's a lot. Okay. And then there's also the potato farm. So yeah, I want some more wheat farms, some more potato farms as well, maybe. And also at least one chicken farm and maybe a pig farm as well. So that we also can get pig meat for the butcher, because now we don't have any pig meat for the butcher. Let's collect the experience from the breeding cows. So I want some extra farms instead. I'm probably going to execute the drying out project that I was talking about. I will show you that in a second. Holy shit, we are almost full. So is this chest. We really should turn some stuff into bread and use it. Or use some stuff, because we are almost full with that. Alright. Let's actually turn, like, all that stuff. Let's turn some stuff in bread. Let's grab 3 stacks. And turn that into bread. There we go. 1 stack of bread. Let's make... One, two, three. There we go. Let's make some bread. Let's put that in granary as well. I need to place a sign on there, of course. There we go. Some bread that we can store. That just gives us some more inventory space. Alright, so let's put the bread in there. Okay, just checking whether there was bread in the other chest already. Alright, so we need to place a sign there for bread. Alright, so yeah, as I said, I need extra farms, and I'm going to show you really quickly what I meant with the drying out problem, project. Because what I wanted actually is the following. If I can just get to it. I obviously want to expand the city as much as possible. Still have to finish the outer wall. That's also one of the things on the to-do list. I'll name you the entire to-do list in a second. But yeah, I wanted to make this road another main road into the city. And by doing that, I wanted to make just the roads continuing all the way like this, as you know. But it goes all the way over there, and then it stops. And it's eventually going to split, because one part goes there, the other part goes there eventually, but there's nothing there yet. But I actually want a gate there. Obviously, I have to move that tower a little bit, because otherwise that tower is very close to the gate, so I'll have to move that tower over a little bit. But yeah, I want a gate right here. Just a gate. Just like the gate over there. So then this goes into a huge... So then this is like another main road into the city. But there's one problem. And that is that all of here you can see the foundation of the wall. There's just nothing here to go for. If you place a gate there and then you just walk in the water thing. But all this water is very shallow. As you can see, it's 1 block deep. It's a little bit deeper in the middle there. And it's also connected. It is like one of the outer things of the. It's like a lower area, but it is flooded because it's connected with the river there. So my plan was to build a small dike over there. Being a Dutch person, I obviously know everything about dikes. So let's build a dike right there so that we can shut off the river, so that it doesn't flow, so that this stuff doesn't continue to flood anymore. Then we will allow the water to sink in, and we will throw soil all over it. So then this is a very fertile area. So this is where the wall is going to go. I'm not going to extend the wall any further, but then this is going to be a huge flat grass area, and we're going to place farms along here next to the wall. And these are all going to be wheat farms and potato farms and stuff like that, so that we can so that we have farms outside the city walls, and it's very fertile ground because all of this used to be river, so it's very fertile because of the water. So that's what I'm planning to do. So yeah, place a gate right there at the end of that road, and continue the road over there until once we have captured the fort over there. And dry this all up and build huge farms here. So that's what I'm planning to do over here. I also need to build as I said, an amphitheater I want to build. I want to build a grammaticus, which is a secondary school, because we only have a primary school so far, but I think we eventually will reach big enough size so that we can have a secondary school, because we also have a library. So I want to have a secondary school in the city, so that we can actually get students from over here to study. Because, well, although normally in the modern day, right now, you don't really go over to someone. It's not really likely that you go over to study on another city because there is a secondary school, because there's usually a secondary school very close. But yeah, that was different in the Roman times, of course. So yeah, I want a secondary school in this city. I want the amphitheater. That farm area, the gates there. I want to finish the wall. I want to fill the entire area within the wall with houses and buildings. And I believe there was one more thing that I wanted to do. Oh yeah, of course, build the temples that I said I was going to build. One to Apollo and one to Diana. And there was something else I wanted to build, but I cannot remember what it was. Oh yeah, maybe I was thinking of building a theater, not an amphitheater, but a theater for a theater place. But I don't really know whether I will do that or not. But yeah, I just want your because I think it might just be a little bit too much, because I already have a amphitheater and a bathhouse and everything. So I think it might be too much if I also place a theater in here. But yeah, maybe the city is too small for a circus, so I can't get a circus in here. But I could get a theater in here for a theater place. So yeah, that's something to consider. But I don't know whether I will do that or not. So yeah, those are the things that I want to get done before March. So it's kind of ambitious, because it's a lot of big projects that I have to finish. Building the wall, building all those farms, getting all those farms sorted out, building a ton of houses, which we just have to keep up with, because as I said, migrants are coming in every day. Every day people come here to live in the city. And we need to build houses all the way. We need to finish the wall, build bigger farms. As I said, build chicken farms because of the resources. We built the amphitheater, a secondary school, and then possibly a what's it called? A theater. But I don't know about that one yet. So that's the stuff that we need to do. No, we don't really need to do anything, but that's the stuff that I would really like to get done before March, before the military campaigning season starts. Because then, as I said, it's military campaigning season, and I'm a general of war, so I am going to be away from the city in March a lot. Because I had to stay here in the beginning, during the military season last year, because obviously the town was very small, it was still very barbaric, and it needed my nourishments for a lot. But since since the city becomes bigger and bigger, it can do a lot better without my management. But so I obviously have to have someone in here as a governor, but as I'm campaigning, of course. But yeah, I would rather get those things done before I leave, before I'm campaigning for the entire season, because I would love to just to make sure that those things are actually done properly. So yeah, that's also why I've got my architect working on it. I got my bookkeeper, Carlos, and I believe you are the bookkeeper, working on the finances and all the numbers and everything. So yeah, I've got my people working on this, or doing this stuff because I want to make sure. Yeah, it's Carlos. 300. Okay. So because I want to make sure that this stuff is done before I leave the city while campaigning. So yeah, that's it's kind of ambitious, I know, but yeah, I want to get that stuff done actually. It's not really it's not really like a disaster if I don't get it done, but I really would love to have all that stuff done. Finish the wall. That's one of the primary things because obviously all the other ones are well and nice, but I definitely need to finish the wall because if I'm gone, the city garrison is not as big as it is right now, so the city has to have a solid wall around it. So the wall has to be finished before. And one thing, the one thing that has to be done is that the wall is finished, but that will be easy. But getting all the other things done as well, that's the challenge. Having the walls done is one thing, but also the farms, also the amphitheater, also the theater maybe, also the secondary school, also all the other insulae and all the other castle things that we have to build. That garden over there has to be finished as well. Well, that has to be, but I want for that garden to be finished. So we are very busy until the military season starts, and also a couple months before the military season, we have to get everything organized, and we need to prepare for the campaign against the Frisia, taking out the fort that is over there, and then eventually weave our way through the barbarian villages that we bribed, and then eventually attacking Flavum, the capital of the Frisia. So that's also a lot of military organization we need to do. So in those couple days before March, we don't even have time to build, I guess. Anyway, that's all that stuff, future stuff aside. The next episode, I will hopefully have some project progress on the amphitheater because I want to get that done as fast as possible, as well as the wall. And when the wall and the amphitheater are done, then we're gonna fill in most of the city because the amphitheater is one of the last monuments that I'm going to build, apart from the temples of Apollo and Diana and the Grammaticus and the secondary and the what's it called, the theater maybe. But yeah, I was actually would like to know your Rome's opinion on it. Do you want me to build a theater in here or not? I think it might be a little bit crowded, but I do have some amazing ideas of the design because of course we're gonna have a lot of Greek mythological plays there. So I will obviously do some Greek. I will obviously try visit a play once it's going on. So that would be very interesting. Anyway, do you Romans want a theater in here or not? That is my question to you. Place in the comments below what you think about the situation. And also on the situation of city in general. So yeah, the amphitheater is going to go there and all the other stuff. Also, working on the harbor at the same time is also something we need to do. We need to expand the harbor as well. So we are immensely busy until March. But before all that, I'm just going to really quickly show you the. I'm not even going to be able to. Oh, I do have a shovel with me. Yes, I do. Oh, equip the shovel, please. There we go. And let's grab all the stuff. Let's finish the floor. Alright, so here is. Let me just walk back a little bit. Yeah, this is where the amphitheater is going to go, by the way. And then, as I said, the amphitheater, apart from the two temples and apart from the two temples, the Grammaticus and possibly the theater, I don't know whether I will build it or not, is the last monument that we're gonna have here in the city. Other than that, it's just gonna be houses, and of course warehouses and stuff like that, taverns, but not like big monuments. So that the amphitheater is the last one. Alright, so this is the bathhouse. I don't have a name for it yet. If you have a name for the bathhouse, place it in the comments below. Usually it's called Thermae Thermae blah blah blah. So for example, the baths of Trajan are called Thermae Traiana. I believe that's how they're called. Thermae Traiana. So you can call this one Thermae Amsterdamus or whatever. Thermae TheMBmulti. You know, just place anything in the comments below. Just have an awesome. If you get an awesome idea, place in the comments below. Anyway, so this is the bathhouse of the city. It looks very cool in my opinion. I really like the design. So yeah, of course we've got the little front thing here. I extended this as a little tiny square area. This is going to be a little road here, which is going to lead to the amphitheater because there's going to be a row of houses in between. So you can't go from the main roads onto the amphitheater immediately. You have to go on this little square here, walk on a road there, and then you can enter the amphitheater. But yeah, you can obviously see it because the amphitheater is going to be pretty big. Um, so yeah, the bathhouse is the bathhouse from the front. As you can see, some windows there, and we got some statues up there with people with some water things there, amphorae in their hands. So yeah, as I said, this is I don't have any bricks for this, so I'll have to figure out which floor type I'm gonna place in there. But here we've got some lovely wall paints going on. Um, so yeah, that's just how this is looking. Looks very cool. And then over here we've got the apoditerium. That's how you write that. This is where you change your clothes. So where you change your clothes, you put all your clothes in one of these things, and you can pay a slave to watch your clothes the whole time, the whole day while you are taking a bath. You can pay a slave to watch your clothes and while you're gone. And then the first stop is the caldarium, the hot water bath. This is the caldarium right here. As you can see, I tried to make it a little bit look like it's a hot room by having the orange and red floor going on. These are the heated puddles with some statues of Roman goddesses. Vesta, because obviously fire and warmth. And Juno, because of course she's the goddess of women and also beauty in general. So that's why you're here, of course, to make yourself beautiful. That's why you're in the bathhouse. And to relax, so. Oh yeah. Whoo, I have missed a oh wow. You cannot imagine how long it has been since I've been in a very hot bath like this. Wow, that was a long time ago. I will have a relaxing day at the spa eventually. Alright, so here is the sudatorium, which is not here yet. This is the sauna. Eventually, there's going to be steam pipes somewhere. We need to get the design going. On the other side, by the way, here's another caldarium. Same thing, same principle. Instead, the only thing that's different are the statues. The statue of Diana and Venus. Alright, so here's the Laconicum, the sweat pool. So this is a very hot area. This is a very hot room as well, and there's also a lot of steam in here. So you also you really should start sweating in here. But there's going to be a little bath area to do that in. Alright, so here is the second stop. Well, this is the first stop, and then the second stop could be the Laconicum or the Sudatorium. Just whatever one you prefer. You can also get massages in the Sudatorium, by the way. And also a body, and also a skin treatment. The Romans had a very interesting skin treatment. You would be sitting in the Sudatorium, of course, sweating. And you get all the sweat on your body, and then you would be rubbed in with olive oil, and then with a sort of a knife kind of thing. They would scrape off the dirty skin. It doesn't sound as painful as it's not as painful as it sounds, but they would scrape off the dirty skin of your body and with the olive oil on top, and they will scrape it off, and then you've got a very clean and very clean and soft skin after that treatment. And you can also get massages in the sanatorium. I forgot to mention, but that's also what you can do there. All right, so then you go to the tepidarium, which is the average hot water bath. It's not hot, but it's not cold either. So this is what it looks like. Well, there should be water in here, but yeah, this is where you can swim a little bit and you can hang out with your friends and talk. And finally, I have not placed the name on here, embarrassingly enough. This is the blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the frigidarium. This is usually outside because this is the cold water bath. This is just ice cold, basically. There's no heating whatsoever. This is just outside temperature. So if it's freezing outside, then this bath is frozen as well because there's nothing heating this up. Ah! Oh! Okay, I really shouldn't. All right. Oh, that's cold. Anyway, this is usually after you've been in the hot water baths. This is where you would be. After you've spent your time in here, you would go outside in the frigidarium, and then you would just swim from like left to right and right to left again, and so that you've like exercised a little bit. And then you would go back inside, and then you would change your cloth, and then you would go away. So yeah, this is like the final stop, the outside bath. And just to make it more beautiful, I've placed some statues on top of them, on top of the little archway over here. I have imported these pillars all the way from the province of Mauritania, which is modern day Algeria and Morocco. Northern Algeria and Morocco, by the way. That's the Roman province of Mauritania. That's where these things, that's where all these pillars have come from. So that's a long way. It was pretty expensive, but well, in a bathhouse, you really have to pull out everything. Well, then again, we've got tons of money. If you saw how much money I had to store away in the Temple of Jupiter in one of the previous episodes by selling all the wheat and stuff, then you can obviously guess how much money I have. So it wasn't that really difficult to get hold of those pillars and even exporting them all the way over here. All right. Anyway, I'm going to change the floor here, but I'm gonna end off the episode right now. So I'm just going to change this floor of camera. In the next episode, I will hopefully I can hopefully show you some progress on either the amphitheater or the outside wall, because those are one of the two things that I want to get done first. So yeah, if you have any suggestions of a name for this bathhouse, place in the comments below. And also, I would love to know your own opinion about whether I should build a theater in this city or not. Do you or do you not want a theater in the city? Place in the comments below. Anyways, good be for this one. Hope you almost enjoyed the video. So click the like button underneath if you liked the video. Subscribe to be part of the Roman Army so you never miss any of my videos. You can do that by clicking the subscribe button up here over the left of here, or the subscribe button underneath the video. See you later, Romans. Ave.